Hi, hello, good morning. Welcome to today's session. So, in the last week, we successfully completed a chapter from history part, that is socialism in Europe and Russian Revolution. So, after completing the particular chapter, so it's my pleasure to start a new chapter from political science part, democratic politics part 1. So, chapter number 3, it is electoral politics. Electoral politics. So, let us understand, let us discuss about the chapter. So, the chapter mainly deals or explains about how uh, elections are mainly important in uh, democracies. So, in introduction, let us begin. So, our part, what we are discussing from the political science part, the title itself is about democratic politics part 1. That is political science part which we starts studying from 9th and part 2 continues to 10th standard. So here the different concepts which we are going to discuss from the part in different chapters, it is mainly connects, explains one or the other way about democracy only. So here democracies were all about political competition. Political competition. So if you are able to recall the key features of democracy, so it mainly gives us explanation that people plays direct role in forming the government through their selected or chosen representatives, and these representatives are mainly selected or choose from a process called election. So because of that, political competition in democracy is mainly in between various candidates, various candidates, various political parties. These candidates and political parties, they always makes themselves very special comparing to the other candidates, other political parties. Why they tries to make special? It is mainly important to form the government, to make the policies, to make the programs. So, after forming the government, before implementing or introducing policies and programs, all their works will be in favor of people only. Their work will be always to the expectations, desires of people. So, the works of these political parties and leaders, most importantly, the ruling party and the opposition party, are the government. So, their work and their formation of government and their working in the government only makes the success and failure of the democracy. Success and failure of the democracy. So if the elected person is working to the expectations of the people, so definitely people will prize, people feels to re-elect. If the person is not working, then people will definitely think alternative to change the person. That is what we discussed, the key feature in discussing about the features of democracy. So those who are in power, they are having chance to lose. So that's why the success of the democracy mainly depends upon success and failure of the democracy mainly depends upon the system or the procedure or the method where people choose elect their representatives on periodic intervals. Periodic intervals means after certain gap. So elections usually in India or in democracies will be taking place once in 5 years. So success and failure of democracy mainly depends upon the method, the procedure or the system which makes people to choose, select, elect their representatives on periodic intervals. Then what is meaning of democracy? Elections, and why elections are important? So meaning, elections are mainly, as I told, they are the procedures, they are the system, they are the method, or it is method, it is system, it is a process. So this system mainly includes or involves where the people elect their representatives by casting their valuable votes. Elections are mainly the system or the procedure or the method where people elect, select, choose their representatives by casting their valuable vote. Casting means matadana. So elections are mainly required in democracies because to elect the representatives, because democracy itself mainly gives simplest definition, that is, it is rule of the people, it is people's government. So when people are not able to rule themselves directly, then on behalf of people goes on choosing the representatives. That's why elections in a democracy is required for electing, choosing, selecting the representatives. Second one, to check the working of existing government. To check the working of existing government, ಪ್ರಸ್ತುತ ಇರ್ತಕ್ಕಂತಹ ಸರ್ಕಾರದ ಕಾರ್ಯವೈಖರಿಯನ್ನು ಗಮನಿಸಲಿಕ್ಕೆ. To check the working of existing government, and it is required to compare present government with the previous government, and also to dream, to think about how the government should be in future. That is what it is required to give comparison from previous to present to future. If people are thinking to change, then they need to think about future. If people want to compare present, then they need to think about past. So that because of these three reasons, so elections are required in democracy. So I repeat once again. So elections are mainly the important part of democracies, because the success and failure of the democracy is mainly depends upon the method, the procedure where people adopts to select or choose the representatives. So elections are mainly the procedures where people elect their representatives by casting their valuable vote. Then elections in democracies are required because to choose the representatives, to check the working of existing government, and to compare present government with previous government, and to dream about future government. So with this, let us stop today's session and let us begin new session or new concept in tomorrow's session. So until then, take care of yourself, stay at home, stay safe. Thank you one and all.